Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Shweta and today I thought I'll brief you about scalp health. This winter we have been talking so much about caring for your skin with regards to cleansers, moisturizers and so many other products. But we are sticking on to the skin on the face and on the body. What about the skin on your scalp? Now this winter most of our scalps will face dryness, flaking, scaling, itching and sometimes even the little red bumps which we call as folliculitis on your scalp. So it is only essential we address these conditions earlier so that simple solutions like shampoos are more than enough. Now there are two different things that can occur on your scalp, a mild dandruff or a more severe version of the dandruff, that is seborrheic dermatitis. Once you are faced with seborrheic dermatitis, you will see that you will develop similar flakiness and dryness on your eyebrows, eyelashes, on the sides of your nose, behind your ears and so on. Now this is the time when you need the help of your dermatologist. A topical solution in the form of shampoo or lotion might not be enough and you might have to be prescribed oral antifungals as well. So what do we do about the treatment? When you start noticing the dryness or flakiness, run to your supermarket and grab a shampoo which has got ketoconazole in it. After a few washes, if you feel like it is not helping you, then you opt for medicated shampoos. Now with medicated shampoos, you have ketoconazole but in combination with other ingredients like zinc parathione, cyclopirox, salicylic acid and so much more. So this is a gray area and you will need the help of your dermatologist to choose the right ingredient for you for your particular scalp. Sometimes the flaking might be so severe that just a shampoo might not help. So what can we do about it? We can do something called as scalp peeling. This is similar to the chemical peeling that we do on your face to get rid of the dead skin cells on your face. So that is something that you can do on the scalp as well. Now for those of you with sensitive scalp, please refrain from using all the different kinds of DIY like aloe vera masks, tea tree oil, apple cider vinegar. Yes, these are all great products but not for all types of scalp. If you're already suffering from an itchy or a sensitive or a red scalp, please do not try out these DIYs. But for the rest of you out there, yes, go ahead and explore. Thank you and hope you're having a good day. And with that note, I'll be signing off until I see you next time. Bye and have a great day.